you know, the next day when you're like hungover and the last thing you want to do is go
back
to
to
the
that
place.
No, thank you.
Back to the scene of the crime.
So
thank
I
you.
walked in, the cleaning woman's there hoovering, and I'm like, hola, and I explained to her, and I'm like, oh my God, and I'm thinking, oh, there's that bar, and I'm like, oh my God, and then
there's my glass. Hello,
Hi,
hello,
hi.
hello. Hi, everybody.
happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday, everyone.
We're glad to be back.
We are indeed.
Welcome back to the Mother-Daughter Duo podcast. But this week we have another duo joining us. We know them as LJ and Dave, but you will know them as Vibe Mallorca. Hi guys. Hello. You know them from TikTok. I'm like, oh, this is what they really look like, because I always see you guys on TikTok.
Yeah.
I actually see you quite a lot in the gym, but you're so focused. I'm like, I'm not going to introduce myself right now.
What gym? What
He's
gym?
so
do you-
scared he doesn't
Megasport.
want to see.
Oh, do you go to Megasport?
Yeah, I go to Megasport pretty much
Oh, really?
every day. Yeah.
Now it's like expanding, so it's like harder to see each other.
It's crazy in there.
Because this morning I was training there, but I trained there a little bit extra earlier. I went there at 7 this morning.
Oh, wow.
Normally I'm there at 7:30 to 8:30.
I was training at 7 this morning.
That's a
There
shift.
you go.
I was in bed at 7 this morning.
Yeah.
I was not training.
One of us needs to be.
That's it.
So you guys, it's so interesting. I want to know like everything. So I think I came across you guys, I think it was on TikTok. So for those that don't know, LJ and Dave have this amazing TikTok account which kind of follows places in Mallorca, mainly focused on your Magaluf area, Palma Nova, Son Caliu area. And you guys just give like most amazing tips, videos, recommendations. It's
So much information.
yeah, it's so good for somebody that's coming to Mallorca, lives in Mallorca. So how did this like all start?
Okay, so
You go.
I was a ticket seller before we started Vibe. So I've always
Okay.
done like face-to-face sales, selling experiences, but it's more events. So like the bar calls, the boat parties that you would typically
Okay,
find
alright.
in Magaluf.
What was it
Only.
called? Like MCP?
Yeah, that sort of stuff. MCP, your
Magaluf
Sunset
Club
Booze
Pass.
Cruise, BCM,
Yeah.
all the big events and clubs and stuff.
Yeah.
But then as Magaluf's changing, it's getting a bit more like experience led.
Yeah.
So when we came back to Mallorca, we just decided, well, I was still ticket selling, but I was like, right, let's set up a shop. No, this was just after COVID, wasn't it?
Just after COVID.
Let's set up a shop.
yeah.
And I was so nervous as well because it's my first physical location. I was like, let's just do
So
it.
you actually rented like a whole like
Yeah.
locale,
Oh,
shop
yeah,
and
and
everything.
But
Yeah.
he put me in the shop to work in it, and he was still
I was still doing tickets.
doing
Right.
tickets.
On the
Because
beach and
I
things.
think it's hard to go from doing tickets and then starting something so new.
Yeah,
So he was
yeah.
like, well, we'll test
What
it.
if it doesn't work?
Yeah, what if
Yeah.
it doesn't work? So he still wanted to be present, and he was, I've got to admit, he was the best
good
ticket
at it.
seller. He's good at
Absolutely.
it. He is good at it. And then I was
was
in
good
the
fun.
shop, and I think after that summer in the shop, we were like, this could be something
a
good.
thing.
It was a
was
thing,
working.
yeah.
When you first started the shop, was it experiences that you were also selling as well?
Yes.
Because the first year, remember, the sign was different and it said events and club tickets, it said.
Yeah.
Because I just thought, we'll just sell what I already sell, but I'll have a physical location
right.
to sell it.
Okay.
And then more and more, as the season went in, you'd have people coming into the shop say, can you sell this? Can you sell this boat? Can you sell this jet ski?
Okay.
And we realised as more people, basically, if someone adds a visual in your shop, people will come in and they'll ask about it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's just a habit that you'll get into, like, oh yeah, we'll tell you about that, because it's people, more and more people are asking about it.
Yeah.
Remember
Sure.
the boats, the no license boats, somebody came in with that. And I was like, no one will ever buy this. But yeah, put it there, put the
and then
leaflets
before you
out.
knew it.
So they were coming to you, leaving leaflets, and
Yeah.
then
Asking us to sell this experience, and it just, that's when it all kind of kicked off.
Are you still in that same shop today?
We still have that shop.
Okay,
yeah.
right.
We got it so cheap because it was just post-COVID.
Oh, look at that.
So
Hustle,
lucky, yeah.
hospitality.
So lucky with that one. And now, 4 years on, the shop is still a shop, but we've turned it into an office as well. So we've expanded it out.
Yeah, brilliant.
So the girls who like work online can just sit there and work online, and if we get customers walk in, or
So
it's a bit of
basically,
both.
like, so if, for example, I was like a family, so it's like me, my husband, 2 kids, we're coming to Mallorca. Do we then like contact you before? Do you guys have a website that we can book things on? Or is it good just to say, hey, I'm coming with the 2 kids. What do you recommend? And you guys can write up a little.
I think it just depends like what type of person you are. So me and Dave, we wing life. We wing it. So if we go on holiday, we don't really plan ahead.
Right.
We get there and then we will
We're on TikTok
what
like
to
this,
do,
frantically scrolling.
and plan a week.
Okay.
So if you're one of those people, then yes, come into any of our locations, tell us what you like. All the staff we have, me and Dave, we're quite experienced, advanced in what we sell.
Yeah.
Do you know what? And anything we do sell, we have done.
Yeah,
That's a good thing. That's, I think,
So we speak
for
from
me,
experience.
that's something that, it's all very well somebody saying, oh, you should do this, and say, oh, you done it. No. Well,
How do you know?
How do you
so
know?
most, literally,
That's
like
brilliant.
99%.
The girls that work for us, when they join us, I go, have you done a jet ski yet? They're gone, no.
No.
I go,
Straight
right, I
away
need to
on the
get,
jet ski.
we'll put you on the jet skis
on
then.
the boat.
Yeah.
Because that's a thing that we sell quite a lot of.
Well, it's kind of funny. It's like in my businesses, like with a matcha day or Coco's Deli, I always get the girls or the guys to try the new drink or try that or, because how can you sell things
sell
if
it.
If
you
you
don't know
believe
what
in it, you
is?
can sell it easily.
Exactly.
For sure.
Exactly.
But we also do have the website, and we're live in all of our social media. So like Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok.
Yeah.
No AI. You're always speaking to
literally
like
no AI.
either me, LJ, Michaela, or
Michaela.
any of the other girls,
Yeah.
whoever's
So
manning
nice.
that sort of messenger.
There's not just a robot like,
But-
thank you for...
No.
What we done this year was the form. So what we
Yeah.
changed this year, because I've changed the Magaluf shop into an office as well, is basically if somebody messages in and they've got an idea of what they want to do, but they're not quite sure, they can fill in a form. Let us know their ideas, the dates of arrival, the group size. We'll pick up that information, and one of the girls will contact them with a full
Itinerary.
for free,
Okay.
a full itinerary. You don't have to book through us. There's no pressure to book there and then. We'll give it to you, and if you want to book through us, that's great because we'll do it all in one place, and
Yeah.
then you get that added peace of mind that you'll speak to the same people that booked you on
Yeah.
in resort. And if you want to book direct, it also happens. We give people itineraries. They go, oh yeah, we'll just book that direct. I'm like, oh.
Yeah. Oh, great.
Which we
I'm
can't,
just like,
yeah.
But
that's
it's-
a hard
can't-
thing. That's
That's the
part
name
of
of
the
the game.
business, you
Yeah.
know, like.
And I think when it's families as well, like, it's hard to trust people, especially when you go on holiday. It's
Yeah.
already cost you so much money to get over here.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then you want to do this or that. So I think it's hard. But I think with our videos
Yeah,
and
you like-
with people meeting us,
Yeah.
what we sell is the exact same price as if you do go
Yeah,
direct.
yeah, yeah,
We don't put anything on top.
Yeah.
We wouldn't do that because then why would people come to us?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but when coming to us, like you said, it's not AI. It's just me, Dave,
Yeah.
Michaela.
No, they
and-
have that trust. You guys
yeah.
have done it.
We've
so,
done
and you guys
this.
aren't
And I
going
think
to promote
also
something you don't like.
People, it gives them that familiarity with you as well. It feels like I feel like I know you so well because I've watched you. All
I know.
the time.
I feel like I've met you guys all the time.
And I'm like, oh, what are they doing today? Oh, they did that today. And if I bumped into you, I'd be like, oh, you
Yeah.
doing that the other day.
So-
I
Say
feel like
busy.
I've got that relationship.
Question.
with you.
You guys obviously are a lot on social media. Is there any kind of like arguments when you're editing videos or you're like, don't show this or like take that or you're too close to me? Like, whoa, like what are you doing there?
This morning, I'm like, your camera skills are terrible. Because she's like, oh, show everything. And then I edit.
Right.
So I'll be like, for me, if I video it, it's great because I'll go, 3 second shot.
Yes.
And then
Stop.
that's it. Stop.
Yes.
And then when I come to edit it, I go, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Edit, whatever, do a
Yes.
short clip.
Is she doing like
Perfect.
2-minute clips?
She's like
And
walking
then you've got
around
to
the
cut.
house.
Yeah,
and-
yeah, yeah.
He just went, LJ, I've just done. She's doing a video for that food tour.
Yeah.
83 videos, and he went, this is going to be long. Because
Yeah.
I know Dave does it like aesthetically pleasing.
Yeah.
I get the raw. Like, I'm on the floor going round.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So I know that might be hard to edit, but I'm getting the raw footage. But I wouldn't say we don't fall out. Disagreements, listen, we've been married 7 years.
Yeah.
No, sorry, we've been together 7 years. We've been married 3 years.
Yeah.
And we own a business. We are on top of each other.
Yeah.
And we've got 2 kids. So
Yeah.
like we are together, do you know what I mean? So when it comes to certain things.
Yeah.
No, if you guys want to see some like raw experience TikTok videos, you got to check out Vibe Mallorca, because they even came into Coco's and I was like, oh, I don't know how I know. I think you sent me a DM to the Coco's Instagram, like, hey, you open for breakfast, whatever. And I seen it like later on and I was like, oh shit, like, and they'd already been. So, and they were like, yeah, no problem. We're going to post this video on TikTok. And I'm like, oh my God, then you're thinking, shit, was the place clean enough? Was this? Did we have this on? Was that there? Was my mum there? Blah, blah. And then like they showed everything on the video. Even the waitress going like, no, you can't have breakfast at this time because we've moved on to lunch. And I'm like, oh my God.
But
that's honest.
But that's honest.
And that's
It
fair
is
enough.
honest. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Just
it's
because
super
we do
honest and real.
TikToks and because we're there to do a video, she can't go to the chef. By the way, we've got 2 people out there. Can you put the breakfast back on?
Yeah.
We were, 48 minutes after breakfast.
Yeah, who do we think we are?
We chanced that we do love the breakfast.
Great.
I know. She was like, oh, we're just going to ask the waitress just to see if she will do it. And I was like, no, she's not going to do it. No, she's not going to do it. She's not gonna do it.
She was like, no, we can't do it. And I was like, well, obviously.
You're like, all right, okay.
But
This is why we message ahead, because it's more to let you know that we're going to be filming. And some people, you know what it's like? Sometimes I'm in the shop and I just don't want to be bothered.
Yeah.
And if somebody comes in and starts filming me, I'm like, oh no, I'm having a bad day.
Yeah.
And then I've got to force. You're not always happy. You got to force a smile on.
Today, you know.
Yeah. It's like, no.
Because I think people.
But that's always why we message ahead.
I think people think sometimes we message so we can like get freebies or not, but it's not. Like, we are going there anyway. We are going to pay for it, and if it means a
you
good
even
bit
showed they paid when they went to Coco's. They
We
even
did.
showed they were paying. Yeah.
we do you know what I mean? So
But I have said you have to come back for a breakfast.
we
I'll
do.
invite you guys for a
It's
breakfast.
it's literally one of our favourites.
Have you tried the breakfast burrito yet? It's like a new thing on the menu.
This is what. So when we were talking before we started recording the video, we also, as much as it's raw, we decide what we're going to have and stuff as well.
Yeah.
And we were going to try the burrito.
Right,
Yeah,
definitely.
there you
That's
go.
the day.
So we've got to come back.
That's the day.
Come
I'm
back.
making your breakfast
Yeah.
burrito.
Are
that
you
is
making it perfect?
That's it.
In the morning,
I'll
though.
serve you guys and I'll be like extra TikToky. So talking about like your experiences. So obviously you've mentioned like jet skiing is one of them. What is another, like name like 5 experiences that you would
Stand
say?
What's your most popular ones?
Yeah.
Okay, so I think the jet skis has to be number 1.
Yeah.
Adrenaline. You can do it with your family. Over the age of 5, can go on with their parents. You've got the sunset tour, which is my
That's the
absolute
best.
favourite. Like, see if
Yeah.
you're in a couple and you want to go and see the sunset, you go to the Malgrats Islands, you're seeing the sunset in Santa Ponza. It is stunning.
And anyone can do this. You don't need a jet ski license. It's
no
just
jet ski license.
We have safety monitors at the front and at the back of every 4 people. So
there's
you don't need no experience, and it's really easy anyway. It's I can't think how you do it.
It's
But
like that.
it's just that with
And
a trigger.
that.
It's
No,
that.
it's that.
No, you're
not
on a
with trigger.
motorbike. This is a jet ski.
Yeah,
Was it
this
like
is
that?
jet ski,
Yeah,
darling,
because you go forward, backwards. That's
Oh,
pretty
really?
much it.
That shows how much I know.
You got a license. She's got a license, you know.
I do. I was going to say, so if you do have a license, you
When
can
we've took out the
take
jet
it.
skis on our own, because you can't hear each other either. I'm
gone.
screaming at her. I'm like, you're too close to the cliffs.
Move, come faster. I'm just sitting there like
She's like, you're overreacting. I'm like, you're not.
You're like, you're not.
But the jets
Move out of the way of the cruise ship, please. No.
Like, oh
Gonna
no.
crash into the
I'm like, we're
backyard.
going home. That's it.
But he's an adrenaline junkie.
Right.
Okay.
Like when I say, because when you've got a jet ski license, you can take it yourself and go as fast as you want. There is no
restriction.
restriction.
Yeah.
Whereas when families and stuff book with us, there is a key that stops it going faster.
right,
Yeah, especially
okay.
when there's like
It's
16
still
to 18
60
year
kilometres though. It's still
60
fast.
kilometres
Yeah,
is
that
still
is,
fast.
yeah, that is.
But yeah,
not 80.
he's fast.
Yeah.
Whereas I'm just sitting there trying to enjoy the views, do you know what I mean? He's like,
So do you
"God."
at the same time?
Do you know what I mean? I'm just trying to
To
vlog here.
TikTok. So you've got jet skis is probably number one.
Jet skis, boat day, for me, I just think every single group, no matter what type of group, you have to do a boat day while you're here in Mallorca. You're on an island.
Yeah.
Every single part of the coastline is interesting, no matter where you take the boat from.
Yeah.
Palma, Santa Ponza, Port, Andrax, wherever. You're going to have a great trip.
Do these boats normally leave like Palma, or where do they normally leave from? Like most
Santa
of the tourists?
Ponza, Portal.
We've got a catalogue of
Adriano.
boats. So
Okay.
it depends which boat you want to do, and then
amazing.
you'll have to.
Some of them are in Palma, which is a little bit further out, but the ones in Palma are for the bigger groups.
Yes.
Like
Yeah,
30,
okay.
40, do you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
the ones we've got
no license boats. We've got our own little boats.
Okay,
we
cool.
do the no license boat, this is the last year they're running.
October
So
1st, they're finished.
October 1st.
Why is
People will
that?
have their opinions on these.
And why
Yeah,
is that?
we'll get
With no license, it's quite dangerous. I have
was
to
gonna
admit.
and you
say.
get the young ones who come to Magaluf with their friends or whatever, and there's like a group of 5 of them who go on this boat and they drive it themselves, no
So
license
hold on.
required.
And are they as well?
Sometimes.
The
know-
majority of people who take these boats
Yeah.
are safe
Yes.
because they're sensible.
Yeah.
But the odd people that slip through the net, because we'll profile them, and if they come to the booth and they say, yeah, we want to take a bottle of vodka on, it's like, no, we're not going to book you on.
Yeah.
But some people book on the website, and we don't get to see these people.
Booking, yeah.
So hold on, a no license boat. What is that?
ahead.
Like
It's a small boat. So I've got one where it holds 6 people. It's got a little sun deck on the back. It's
Okay.
got your wheel in the middle
Yeah.
and a sun deck on the front.
Okay.
Essentially, that's it. For €300, you'll get your fuel included, your cool box, your Bluetooth speakers, and snorkels.
Snorkel
You get
equipment.
3 hours out to, we normally do it in Santa Ponsa because
Yeah.
it's a safe, quiet bay.
right.
All right.
And we give them a route and they can take it out on their own. And we've got a chase boat, which is literally 10 times faster. So these boats are restricted to 15 horsepower. So they're not fast, but it's a nice thing to do.
So how
If
do
you're sensible.
they do it? How do they do they have an anchor they can just throw out?
So
Yeah.
when they go to Santa Ponsa to take the boat, we've got a guy there to explain everything. He will
Okay.
show them how to drive it, how to anchor.
Right.
And then honestly, we always tell the customer, because some are like, oh my God, I can't drive a boat. I've never drove a boat. But it's honestly ding, ding, and then
Yeah,
you're on the sea.
idiot proof.
But until they're comfortable, they will not like
Yeah,
set
let
sail,
them
if
go.
that makes
All right,
sense.
interesting. Okay, so we've got our jet skis, our boat tours. What else would be like?
So are you? Is
top
this? Is
one?
this?
It can be any experience, anything.
Yeah,
any
any kind of experience. We don't have Sauna Mad anymore.
We don't, but I was going to say, so one of
Like
our favourite
pirates.
things that people love is Reloaded and
Yeah.
Gringo's Bingo.
Yeah.
It's a Gringo rave. I think you know how it is back
The
home in
bingo rave,
Scotland,
yeah.
the bingo rave. Like,
Yeah, so wait, what's the bingo rave?
so it's called Gringo's Bingo.
See, I haven't been to this.
You haven't?
No, I don't
Do you know
think you
what?
I've not been to it, but I've seen
Neither
it.
have I.
She's actually not big. You've been to the
Right.
Reloaded a few
I've been
times.
to Reloaded.
I've done it loads of times, but I've not actually made it through one game of bingo. I've done it 11 times.
And not one
You
game of
sit
bingo.
down, basically, you sit down, and before the show even starts, the waiters are coming over, taking your order. You start drinking, you start having your shots because you're around the table. You get a booth included, and they give you your tickets, and you're waiting to start, and you start drinking, and before you know it. It starts, you get maybe 3 numbers in, but because you're drinking, you can't concentrate.
No.
So this whole thing's going off. It's a big rave.
Everyone's on
the DJ's up
tables.
there. People are stood up. Maybe by the end of the first game, people are on the tables, swinging the cards around. These big blow-up balls bouncing around the
Really?
whole venue.
Is this something that a family would go to?
No, this is
Right.
18 and over.
Right, I was
You
but
wondering.
they
can't-
do have a
Aye,
family
I know.
rave.
They do have
That,
a
well,
family
that's why
rave.
I asked, because
Oh.
I'd seen that advertised.
So the
That's why I
family
was-
rave is for like, do you know, the 3-year-olds till maybe about 8, 9, 10-year-old, where
We've done that one.
we've done that one. The kids absolutely love it. Like
it.
we've got a 9-year-old and a nearly 3-year-old love every second. Like they're dressed in disco
Yeah,
balls.
yeah.
And it's amazing.
Oh, cute.
But if yous haven't done the Gringos Bingo and I haven't done it, I feel like we
Yes.
all need to go.
You have
Yeah,
to
The
do it.
Scottish time.
We Scots night.
Scottish one.
Go dancing.
Aye.
I mean, I
dancing.
feel like it would kind of be a bit of a bore. We would definitely get through it because I don't drink. Mum
Oh, do
doesn't
you
drink.
not?
You can drink for us.
Well, Dave can drink for all of us because I'm not a heavy drinker either.
Are you not?
She had 1 or 2 and then she's like, right, okay. But you'll stay out. She can stay
till
out.
5, 6 o'clock.
No,
but
no,
I just
no,
can't.
no.
I can't drink.
I can't say out.
But it's a lot of people go and don't drink. Oh, what can you? Is the drinks included? The drinks aren't included,
no.
so you can just go for
right,
the
okay,
experience
okay.
itself. And a lot of people nowadays in Magaluf, believe it or not, come and they do not drink. The youth for today is totally changed.
I know.
Listen, they're into
when I
matcha,
started.
Yeah.
avocado and toast,
A matcha day.
Pilates. Best
I know.
one I've ever had.
Thank you.
And I'm not just saying this because we're on the
No,
podcast.
it was
I
before.
even said.
Sure,
No, that's
And also Dave
I was shocked.
tried it. And
We said this the other day about the matcha. I was like, oh, matcha's so gritty. I'm not a big fan of it. We were talking about, should we go?
See,
and
you
then
should
we
go
and
to a
then we,
matcha
and then
day.
we said, should we go? Because if we go, then you see our faces in the video. Like you have to.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And I was like, I don't know because I don't. And honestly, I tried this. It's so creamy.
Well, we're doing actually we've got a cherry matcha on right now. That was for Valentine's Day, and honestly, like I'm not saying it just because it's mine. I've tried. I think on the cherry one, I only tried 2 recipes, and on the second one, I was like, no, I've got it. It's good. But we're doing a birthday one soon because I'm gonna have
Like birthday cake.
I'm gonna be like 1 year matcha a day.
Okay.
So the other day, I was like, well, I want to kind of make it like relatable to me. And I was like, I'm really into like protein and I love vanilla. And I was like, oh my God. So I've made like a vanilla cold foam, this protein base to put on top. And it's going to be like birthday cake vibes. So it's definitely up
I feel like we have to go and try it.
Watch this space.
That's lovely.
So apart from like the shows, what else would be like a fun thing in Magaluf?
The most booked thing right now, because we started in January this year, so we've been really busy.
Online.
Yeah, no, it's been crazy for pre-bookings this year. So it's a good sign for 2026.
Yeah.
Brunches. We've got a few.
Where do you have brunch in Magaluf?
In Palma Nova.
Palma
We have Barbuda.
And it's literally the most sold one for us and for them.
Last year they lost their music license.
Yes, right.
That's right.
But this carried on doing the brunches.
brunches.
People still loved it. This year they've got the music license back. On weekends they're going to have an R&B DJ and they're going to make a whole thing of it.
So is Barbuda, is that also under like the CISO?
Yeah.
Annabelle
Yeah.
group, yeah.
Yeah.
Have we been there, Barbuda?
I've not been to that one.
I went-
Morocco we've been to.
No, I went once to Barbuda, and it was this one time
No, I've never
that there was a whole power cut
Oh.
in Palma Nova
There you
and
go.
Magaluf
The one
or
time
something.
you decide to go.
I know, and it was
He's
a
like,
whole
here,
thing.
cook your own steak.
Yeah, and
Go home.
and I was like, oh my God, and I
go.
because at the start I thought it was just the restaurant, and I as a restaurant owner was like, I'm dying right now. I was like, I'm dying, I'm dying. And then it was like, no, it's all of Magaluf. And I
okay.
was like, oh, right, okay.
It's one of the best ones.
It's
Out
literally
of all of
Do
them.
they do eggs and stuff?
no. It's you get
For the brunch.
Yeah.
no.
So
So,
the-
you get 3 tapas dishes. Yeah.
Yeah, you know. Do you
You
know
get 3
this?
tapas dishes. 3 tapas dishes.
Dishes, yeah.
And then champagne, mimosas, beer,
Bellinis.
bellinis.
That's a basic one, but this year they've added a VIP or a premium, so you actually get unlimited spirits as well and
wow.
wines. So
For 2
for an extra
hours.
tenner,
Oh my God.
so it's 40 with us. What we do, because normally it's cheaper to go to Barbuda,
Yeah.
and they do it in pounds. I think it's like £45.
Yep.
We do it €45, so we match the price, but in euros.
Yeah,
Okay.
And for that, you get unlimited Bellinis, mimosas, beers and carver, and then the tapas.
Oh my God.
And the
Which is great.
tapas isn't like small bits. It's proper like starters that you would get if you went in for a meal. And it's at that portion. And honestly, the food in there is like banging.
All right. Okay, cool.
But
And then
now,
if you add another tenner, you're going to get your spirits and your wines.
when you think about
2
it,
hours.
Magaluf or Palma Nova, a spirit's already 10 quid.
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
that's
10
right,
euro,
for
sorry.
one.
So like, if you add an extra tenner, you can just get, and they're not, the one thing with Barbuda is they're not stingy. So like, I've seen the videos, I've been there myself.
Okay.
You're getting the bottle.
yeah.
See, instead of like going, oh, slowly, like pouring
Oh,
this.
with the carver.
With the
He
carver.
actually says to us, rather than going back and forth, we just put the bottle on the table. And if they
Let
want
it
another one, we
goes.
put another one
Yeah.
on the table.
Brilliant.
So everyone leaving Barbuda after the
You get a
brunch
lot
is
of
legless.
like hen parties and things like that
Lots
going
of
for
hens.
that one then.
They've got
Lots of
dates already full.
Yeah, they messaged the other day saying, I forget, it was
Palma
September
Nova
and May.
is the new Magaluf.
Palma Nova is the new
Not in the way that Magaluf used to be,
Yeah.
but the
No,
way
no,
that
no.
Magaluf used to be booming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Palma Nova is... Hindus want to stay in Palma Nova now.
Yep.
Yeah.
They want to go
feel
Iraqo.
Like do you feel like now those days of like, I mean, I used to go out to Magaluf, like mum didn't know about it, but I don't know. I think my Magaluf days, I think I was actually late. I think I was like 19 years old.
Okay.
But my friends started going out there when they were like 16 sometimes.
16.
But I didn't. I don't know. I've never really been into it. But then I kind of was like, we've all had our Magaluf phase. And I probably went through that phase when I was 19. And I would like start at the bottom of the strip and like hopefully made my way up to
Get
top.
as far as you can.
Yeah, if you got to bananas,
That was
you were like, wow, that was a big night, you know.
that
But
was
normally by Alex's, I would like not really
That's
make
us.
it up.
That's us.
That was
I
it.
feel like we get up to Alex's and then, but also,
But is it like
you
those
think there's
days
a
or not?
No, so right now, there's a massive change going on in Magaluf, and the people that remember them days would say Magaluf is dead.
yeah.
But they're the people that think Magaluf is the strip, and the strip's not the strip's not Magaluf. It's a whole town. So if you think of Magaluf as that one street, then maybe you might think either side of peak season it's too quiet. And if that's what sort of holiday you're after, then yeah, it's going to be a bit of a nightmare for you. But if you go on the beach front, the restaurants on the front, they're packed from April till November.
Yeah.
Because they've done so much work along the front
So
as
much
well.
work.
I mean,
and if you go in the evening,
Yeah.
they've got like the lights are up. It's booming.
I know.
Okay, maybe the strip is starting a little bit later. He's been here 15 years.
Yeah.
He's seen it when it was like bar crawls. Do you know what I mean? Where you get
Sex games and
sex games, you get
Everything.
unlimited drink for 15
Oh yeah,
quid.
wet t-shirt contest.
The lot. Do you know what I mean?
MCP was like something like back in the day. I remember it was like a pink band that you
6
would
hour
get.
free bar.
Yeah, it was just this whole free bar, and I think it was something like 40 euros, 50 euros, and it was like
You just
5
drink
clubs,
yep.
free bar, everything.
Imagine
And
your first
Now she
holiday.
tells me.
But one time, funny story, I can't believe I'm even admitting this. Like, why am I doing this to myself? But one time, there was like this wet t-shirt contest in Magaluf, and
In Mambo's.
no, this one was bananas.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh God, don't say that. I'm already
Wait, you've not even
panicking.
heard the story yet.
She's going to tell me she won it.
No, I didn't win it. But maybe I was a participator.
All right.
And all of my, I don't know why I don't know why we did it. It's
called being drunk, love.
Just being
Drunk.
just being stupid. And the next day, Mum didn't realise I'd put the top in for wash that they gave me to do the contest with. And then a week later, I was like going through my clothes and I was like, oh my God,
fair.
my mum had washed it and ironed it.
Without knowing.
There you go.
No.
Put it away so
An
crisp and
innocent
clean.
party.
Yeah.
But see, since then, because when obviously we've like been together for 7 years, but he's been here way before. When he tells me what Magaluf used to be like, it's
crazy.
It's
My
crazy.
first job was Carnage Bar Crawl. I remember jumping out of the taxi, and the first bar that I went into was EastEnders. And this guy owned a few bars on the strip as well, and he did a bar crawl that went from EastEnders onto the strip, round all his bars, and it was €25. For €25, you would get half price drinks, 9 till 12, 12 till 4, unlimited free bar of anything, a free t-shirt, drinking games and sex games.
Brilliant.
And back in the day, that was what Magaluf was known for.
And now, honestly, like you see people walking up that strip, which it's not, I wouldn't, but people with kids walking up that strip because it's got safer.
But do you think that's
Yeah.
part of the change has been like the council have clamped down in these things, or people have just outgrown it, or
a
society's
bit
kind
of
of changed?
both. I think society is slowly changing into not being so like, Do you know what I mean?
The drinks thing where people come on holiday to just get smashed, it's still a thing, but not as much. So where people are now come in, we'll have one big night out, but then we want to do the jets, we want to do the boats, we want to do a quad tour.
Yeah.
We want to go and see Palma, we want to see some beaches.
Oh, quad
It's
tour is
completely
cool. Do you also
changing.
do the quad tours?
Everything.
Where's the quad bike tours?
So
Santa Ponza.
we go from Santa Ponza or Paget. We try and work with a few different operators because you
Okay,
never know in peak season, especially in July, August. The jet skis, every single jet ski tour is full every day. And people are like, they can't believe it. Oh, what do you mean you can't get me on a jet? I'm like,
They're full.
I look at the tours, there's nothing
Yeah,
left.
there's nothing.
And the same for the quads. So we have to work with different operators, but they're all amazing. Every
Okay.
single one.
They go off-road, on-road. You see, again, it depends what time you do it. You've got the sunset tour, so you get to see the sunset.
Yeah.
They stop for photos. Really fun.
Interesting. And then the water parks, well, we've got one now, the Western Water Park.
Western Water Park, you've got, I think for families, Western Water Park, you've got Kathmandu and you've got Marineland.
And Fergus for the water park hotel.
Yeah, the water
It used
park.
to be the party hotel.
It used to be BH.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Now
okay,
it's a family
right.
hotel.
Okay, so now it's a family hotel.
Yeah.
See, that's so interesting.
That was a pivotal moment for Magaluf.
Yep.
Because that was the big hotel that would feed the strip.
Yep.
Okay.
And they changed that to the Fergus Family Hotel, and since then the whole the place is different. Definitely.
Do you also sell packages for BCM?
Yes.
We sell tickets for BCM.
We sell
Yeah.
we sell tickets for like big nights in BCM, or not even big nights, if whoever
Any
it's
nights,
on,
yeah.
any nights. But if you do want to do like VIP or VVIP, we also can do that. But we don't get many people wanting that. VVIP, and it's normally like big groups, and
The French love VIP.
the French.
The French love VIP.
Bonjour, bonjour.
In fact, they won't book a normal ticket. It's weird.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, it makes sense because if I'm with my mates, I'll be like, well, we're gonna get a waiter service,
I know.
we're gonna get a bottle
Yeah,
there.
that's what I would think.
We're not gonna have to wait for anything. And when you actually break it down, the cost, yeah, maybe it's like €500 for that table.
Yeah.
But there's 10 of
between
you.
us-
I know.
Yeah.
And then you're not having to go like get in the mixer to get a drink and wait.
It does
I've
make
been
more sense.
to BCM once, and
I feel like there's a story coming on.
no, you know the
I
story.
know there is.
So it was to see Calvin Harris, and I was so excited.
He had
Was
residency.
it Calvin
he?
Harris or
Oh,
David
yeah.
No,
Guetta?
it was David Guetta.
Oh, but I've been twice to BCM then. Right. So I've been once for David Guetta, one for Calvin Harris. And I had I'd never been to BCM. It was like something as like growing up here in Ireland, you would always see like the plane flying by BCM. And I was like, oh, I can't wait to go. It's the biggest club in the world. I'm so excited. And this time it was like, right, we're old enough, we can go. And I went with my friend, walked up the stairs, got in, went to the first bar. And the guy at the bar knew me from the gym.
Okay.
And he was like, Lauren, like, how are you? And I was like, hey, how are you doing? I'm thinking, great, free drinks all night. Perfect. So he was giving us free drinks. And I mean, these were like pure alcohol. Like,
Because they
Wow.
don't
It's a
use
free pour.
Yeah.
it was,
So how are you doing?
Oh,
Right.
was it? Yeah.
I'm like, stop.
What's happening?
So I had this and I was like, whoa, like, I'm like gone. So I remembered a bit of whoever came on, David Guetta or whatever. And then the next day I was like, oh my God, it was back in the days where you had like a camera, a camera
You
and a
go
phone.
through the
And I was like, where's my camera? Then I was like, where's my passport? Because I took my passport with
no,
me
you
because
didn't.
I was like,
ID.
as
Just in
ID,
case,
because I
yeah.
was like, oh, misorganized. And that day I was flying. So Mom's like, right, it's time to go to the airport. And I'm like, I was like, Mom, my passport? Like, remember how I took it last night? And I'm like, oh, I think I think I've lost it.
Oh,
And of course she went nuts. So then she drove me to BCM.
see if it's in there.
And I'm like, oh my God. And I remember the next day when you're like hungover and the last thing you want to do is go
back to
the
that place. No thank
Back
you.
to the scene of the crime.
Thank
I
you.
walked in, the cleaning woman's there hoovering, and I'm like, hola. And I explained to her, and I'm like, oh my God. And I'm thinking, oh, there's that bar. And I'm like, oh my God. And then
There's my glass.
And then I was like, oh no, I remember I had to leave BCM because I got really unwell and went to Palma Nova in front. Guys, did you know you can catch an extra spicy clip of Trendy Talk over on Patreon for only
$3.99, guys. What you waiting for?
see you there. And I was like, I went to Palma Nova. I remember going there, and the bartender, I was like, hola, and he just was like,
There you
and
go.
I was like,
you had it ready.
gracias. I was like,
Can you imagine though?
Imagine how many times every single morning, I bet.
Yeah.
must-
Passports,
all the
phones.
time. They must be so sick of it.
The phone problem in Magaluf's crazy.
Yeah, leaving your
People
phones.
every day. Where do I go to report my phone
I just went
stolen?
into the seats. They took my phone. I was. It's the ones that like
Got to be careful with that.
be careful.
It's just leaving it out just as simple as leaving it out there on the table while you're
Turning
talking.
your back.
It will be
No,
gone.
It's gone.
And it's not just Magaluf. People are like, oh, is Magaluf dangerous? There's a lot of people stealing.
No.
It's
No,
any
everywhere.
city, anywhere,
But
yeah.
To be honest,
Anywhere in the world.
it's everywhere in the world.
Also,
But plus Magaluf, everyone's fairly
No.
changed.
Yeah, and distracted as well.
no skinny dipping and
Yeah.
leaving your phone and then going back being like, where's it gone?
Well, you say that.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's gone.
I've
If you're
seen
in
that
that sea, that phone's going. So be smart.
We
Take
do
it with
early
you.
dog walks just to see the sights. It's crazy.
It's mad what you
Yeah.
see in the morning.
So in Palma Nova, I have some gossip. And it could be gossip, but it could, you're probably like, oh, we knew about this. Which is news. To me, it's new. I found about it yesterday.
Okay.
There's going to be a new Chinese restaurant.
Yeah, that'd be you.
Oh.
Even I knew that.
Have
Do
you
you
seen
know
the pictures of what
Do you
it's
know
going to
the
look
name?
like?
Do you know the name?
No, but he should. Oh,
The
you
picture's
know.
amazing.
The
Do you know
picture, yeah.
what? Now that you,
you know the
say
name?
that, he could have showed
Don't
me
say.
the name because he showed
you
me
know?
the plans.
Can't remember.
Do you know?
He said
do.
something, but I can't. I genuinely can't remember.
But I'm excited for that.
I can't.
Do you know?
wait.
Did you
can't
see
wait.
the little bridge and this?
Yeah, he's making it with like all like really
Oriental
cute
garden.
Oriental everything.
Because that's one thing that's
we don't have.
sadly lacking. It really is.
A good
Especially in
Chinese.
Magaluf
Yeah.
and Palma Nova.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
we get one from Santa Ponza, but you just know whatever that group touches, it's going to turn to
I know.
gold.
We're good
Yeah.
friends with Danny and Jess.
Yeah, yeah,
So
Lovely.
whatever they do, we see it, and they're transforming the whole face of Palma
Yeah, it's
Nova.
amazing.
And some people are mad at it.
Oh,
Believe it
that's
or not,
another
we do
restaurant,
videos
and
and,
you're like-
we'll get comments saying, oh, it's not what it used to be. Oh, that'll be really expensive. And
Oh, no. See, to be honest, like I'm not a pizza person. Like I have pizza, I could count with one hand how many times
a
a
year.
year I eat pizza. And that pizza at Annabelle is so good. And it was like, I don't know, it was so cheap.
But
Their
it's-
food's really
but you're on
reasonably
the
priced.
Palma Nova beachfront. What do you expect? Like, this is what I find mad. I'm like, don't hate on them when the food is personally it's nice, and you're on the beachfront of Palma Nova. Like you get to see the sea.
Oh, I know where you can get your matcha fix from in Palma Nova. Annabelle's, because they have a matcha day.
oh, right, okay.
No
Good.
way. Okay, I would definitely.
There you
going.
go. And they've even got
Really?
the same packaging because I gave them a sample of the packaging.
No
They got
way.
it. So they've got their Annabelle's packaging. They have a matcha day.
Oh,
So there you go.
perfect. There you
And
go.
the super brunch there, we have to mention that.
We do.
Annabelle.
That would go
amazing.
hand in hand
Yeah.
because that super brunch for the money is, how much was it?
It's €29.
Yeah.
You get to choose from a kind, not a main, because obviously it's brunch, but it's like
Yeah.
scrambled eggs on toast, eggs Benedict, omelette, and then you get a
the ham and cheese.
ham and cheese plate with a croissant and a yogurt bowl with fruit and granola
Yeah. Oh
for
my God.
€29.
It
And
is amazing.
that's easy for two.
Easy.
Easily.
Amazing.
We if you go into Vibe Mallorca, you can actually see a video that we done on it. Banging.
Oh,
One of
really
the
good.
best like breakfast.
Where would you
places.
say is a good place for sushi in the Palma Nova Magaluf area? Best sushi.
There used to be a place, do you know the Nando's in,
Fernando's it's called.
it's called Fernando's. It's like the Nando's dupe.
Oh no,
There's a
didn't know
place.
that.
I don't know this one.
The guys who own that used to have, what was it called? That was the best sushi,
Best
but
sushi
they've
place
left.
ever. Best
So
sushi.
where
place.
But
So
is it now
because-
closed?
It's closed, yes. I think they're in Palma somewhere. Because when I was pregnant, I really wanted sushi, but they'd closed. But it was just the best tasting. It was so nice. But we've,
The best sushi I've had here on the island, not in Palma Nova, in Palma, Santa Catalina. What was it called?
the little Chinese.
Is it
on the
East? Is it begin with I and it's like IZ Iskibana or Iski?
I think so. It's on. I think it's on the same street.
Of me?
I think so.
Oh, then it's not.
It's
that
very
one.
small.
That one.
You're talking about the street behind me, and it's like a little kind of curtain. It doesn't look special from the outside, but I
No,
think it's
but
meant to be
yeah.
amazing.
Is it sometimes that's the best restaurants? You don't
don't
want
even
fancy
see,
schmancy.
no.
Sometimes
It was that good. I forgot the name.
But also,
Then you go
also-
back on your TikTok.
Yeah.
you have basiki. For me, that's the best sushi next to Annabelle's.
Annabelle's. So we've
That
not.
is really good,
I've-
and they
yeah.
do really good platters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that? Did we go to that before?
I've been there and just sat there on my own and had.
Oh yeah,
sushi
so I've
without
not
you.
been to Basiki. I've been
had
to
the
the one
platter
across.
myself.
Oh yeah.
Is it Sakana?
Yeah, but I prefer
Sakana.
basiki.
Do you?
Yeah.
See, I don't. I just can't find somewhere that is the same as that place.
Carrefour.
Can't wait.
Sometimes I've been to the gym and I've got to do a quick food shop, and the Carrefour. Honestly, you can't beat
Yeah,
sushi in
no, it's
Carrefour.
true though. It's
That is
true.
actually
It
true.
slaps.
Seen it,
You get a little, and it's fresh. I'm like,
They're
They're
making
literally
it there
making
and
it there.
then.
Yeah,
I know.
yeah.
I've seen that. It's true.
I can't really do a video on that.
No, don't be doing
Come
that.
with me to
to Carrefour.
Carrefour.
Don't be on that.
No. So we're on the back of where's good, where's bad.
Worst food experience in
Put it
Palma
this
Nova.
way: if it's bad, we wouldn't go back and video it.
Right.
We
Yeah,
wouldn't.
so question about that with the videos. So do you guys, for example, have you went to somewhere, filmed it and been like, actually that was really disappointing, we're not gonna like post that? And be like, that
I don't
wasn't
think
worth
we've
that.
ever not
Do you know
posted
what? With the videos, it's like it's a side quest for us.
Yeah.
So obviously for us, it's experiences showing what people can
Yeah.
do here. The restaurants are quite interesting because it's very hard to film food and like your reactions to things. Because sometimes I'm not overreactive at all. You are. Your face is great on video.
I love food.
When I'm eating, I
Like-
could be having the best time and just be like,
Yeah.
is that nice? Yeah, I wouldn't know. So with the restaurant, it's quite hard to figure out how to do the video. So when we pick a restaurant to do, it's always because we've loved it prior.
Yeah.
Right, got it. Okay.
So we would
okay,
never go to a restaurant
And also,
with no experience
and
of it.
also
Right, okay,
For the
got
video.
we
you.
want to show Magaluf and Palma Nova. We're just two people.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Trying these restaurants.
For me, one place that's amazing in Palma Nova, which I'm obsessed with, and I do eat there, I would say probably 5 times a week
Oh, okay.
when it's open. And I literally call them and they're like, yes, Lauren. They're probably sick and tired of me. It's Max's Garden.
Oh,
Oh, right, okay.
Obsessed.
They've got two. They've got the one in Palma Nova. They've also got the one
B-Max.
this side now.
B-Max and Max Garden.
So Max's Garden is more like your kind of healthier vibe. So Sylvia that owns it's a good friend
Is
of
that on
mine.
the corner?
Yeah, it's on the
Yes.
corner.
Yeah, it's amazing.
And
Yeah.
the salmon.
B-Max and the one at the other side is on the front, you know.
But B-Max is a different menu, I think.
Is it?
It's
Yeah.
a different vibe. It's
More beer
you know,
garden.
Yeah.
Do you know, we went with
exactly.
the kids one time and I was a new mum and I'm like, you know, you get stressed. And we went into Max Garden and they had avocado chicken nuggets and I was buzzing.
Yes.
Because it looked like a chicken nugget in Alvieta and I was
Yeah.
like, what?
Yeah.
And the sweet potato
Do
fries.
you know what though? That's
amazing
one
in
that
there.
we don't go. We used to go there quite a lot
Quite a
because
lot.
you just get pulled to certain restaurants through summer. We didn't go last summer.
Do you know, because we're talking, I just remember sushi, Iroko.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
They
from Palma Nova.
They do really good
Yeah, it
sushi.
slaps.
And their cocktails are so cool.
Best cocktails I've got.
It's dangerous going for food at Irocco because you end up on the night out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's like you're eating food and then 10, 11 o'clock the singer's on and then you're dancing.
I know. It is
But
really
their
good.
sushi is really good. And they do that unlimited sushi that we've tried.
Yeah.
Brilliant. No, the cocktails I have to say are so
Class.
Instagrammy. Like they've got one with like a monkey and then smoke and
It's very different, but
Yeah.
they all taste amazing.
yeah, it's dangerous.
I do love Iroko, to be honest.
What would you say is like going to be the direction for this year for your clientele? So before we said it was more like your hen parties, your stag parties, your partying, but now we're entering into this era of like, I want an experience. I want to have like a nice restaurant. What do you see the way that it's going to be this year? Are you going to see like less kind of parties, more
Or are you
health,
already
wellness?
seeing a trend happening, you know?
Yeah. I feel like we're fast becoming like a reservation center. People are messaging us, can you get us a table here?
Really?
So just a lot of the restaurants now, in peak season at least, are booked up and there's queues outside the front. I can name a few. Blackbeard's queues
Yeah.
all summer. CISO.
Always full.
Irocco's a nightmare to get a table. Do you say Irocco or Irocco?
I say Iroko.
I say
But I'm
Iroko.
like
Iroko.
Iroko, like that's
Sophie
like
tells me
Spanish maybe.
you say it wrong. Iroko.
Yeah, but Iroko's maybe like you're British, you know.
Yeah.
But there's a few places it's actually a struggle to get a good table. So now we put it out there. Look, if you know you want to go somewhere, let us know. And it comes hand in hand with booking other things. So we'll do that for you. We'll always get you a good table and we'll follow up with it as well.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
That's funny because you said just last month to me, we need to start booking tables now, Mum.
Oh, for sure.
And that's what
I have.
I've actually
For me,
already-
I've booked tables.
I've booked my husband's birthday because his is in August.
Don't
Yeah.
say where.
I'm not saying where because it's
Yeah,
miss
happy
Christ.
birthday, David.
happy birthday. But I've already done it in January. I did it.
Yeah.
You know, because
I'm quite like when it comes to birthdays, I'll plan my birthday ahead as well.
like
But
now.
like now, I'm like, I'm going to Nikki Beach. It's not even open, LJ. You can't actually make a reservation.
So I
That's the
haven't.
problem.
Do you know what I
See,
mean?
the one
Can't
thing
give
with
some.
Nikki Beach, I haven't been in years. Like years. And sometimes I see pictures and I'm like, oh, I need to go to Nikki Beach. I want to go there for lunch. But then sometimes I see pictures and I'm like, of the pool just being so full.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how is Nikki Beach now? Is it like your party vibe, or is it like go for a nice...
I love Nikki Beach.
So I haven't
we
been
went.
in
We went
ages.
for a birthday party. Yeah, you've got the party vibes, but it's
it
not
depends when if you go on a weekend, it turns into a party,
party. Yeah,
Yeah.
later on in the day.
But you can just
But if you
walk,
start earlier on,
and you can just walk in and have food at the restaurant
and then
or
leave.
at the front and then leave.
And then leave,
Yeah.
But I think Nikki Beach, you're not allowed to go in there. For example, if it's a hen do and the hen wants to wear white and everyone wants to wear black, you can't.
right.
they don't like gimmicks.
They don't. Whereas if
They
you
stay
want
classy.
a bit of gimmicky and you want to have a bit of a rammy, do you know what I mean? Ocean Beach Club.
Oh, okay.
I can't
So
lie.
this is what I mean. There's lots of other beach clubs, but
Yes.
we just work with the two because
two.
we're there.
Right.
So it's
Right.
like if you give people too many options, they will go away and they'll think for too long, and then it'll get stressful.
Yeah,
for
the
them.
issue is they've also got a big group and it's like everyone's
Talking
like,
to everyone.
There comes a point.
That's
you
where
just
we
need
have to
kinda-
take control and go.
Yeah.
Look,
Right, Nikki
what's
Beach
your
or
sort of vibe? Are you a rowdy group, or do you
Yeah.
just want a really nice day?
Yeah.
yeah.
Both that you've got to get a nice day either way.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
if
yeah, I
you're
know what you
rowdy and you want to dress up in your hen attire, you can't go to Nikki Beach.
You can't.
Yeah.
Right, so that's it taken care of.
Yeah.
So we'll sort it
Right,
for you
sorted.
in that case. Yeah.
I remember that I heard a whole hen party had went to Nikki Beach. She was all dressed up,
Yeah.
the bride, the veil, everything. The girls were all in pink. She was in white, and they got to the door, and at the door they were like, "No hen parties." So
We actually we should do a video on that just to like give people a heads up.
you should.
Yeah.
Do you know, just remind them.
We've got a list as long as my arm of people who are on a wait list for the beds at Nikki Beach.
Really?
Because they don't release them till March.
Ah.
It's a nightmare for pre-booking. So every single group is like, yeah, we want to do Nikki Beach 100%. So we know they're going to book. We just have to wait for them to release.
Interesting.
That's amazing.
What have they done with? I can't remember. It was called Wave House. What have they done with that? Is that still functioning, or what is that?
It
now?
is, but it's more of like beach clubby vibes.
Okay.
With like, do you know the umbrellas that has like
it's like a day club.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like a day club.
Yeah.
Because before,
beautiful.
It's stunning.
when that first opened, I went to the opening of it, and I remember it was just focused on like your surfing.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I wonder if that's still a thing.
You can still do the surfing in
still do
there. You
that.
can take
Yeah.
your kids in and
Besso Beach is also super nice. It's a new
Beautiful,
beach club.
yep.
That's a really cool place.
They are. I
A
think
lot of
they're
places
more.
don't work with agencies.
No.
So obviously they will see us as an agency because we're a middleman between a customer and
Yeah,
their
and them.
experience. A lot of places just want customers to get in contact direct,
With
which
them.
is fair enough, but we'll still recommend them. If something's not a fit for a group and they're dead set on doing something, I would never try and hard sell them into doing something they don't want to do.
Of course.
Because at
So
the end
if-
of the
yeah.
day, we will get the bad review.
I was
Yeah,
going to say,
you
it'll come
just-
back and bite you.
You want people to have a good experience as well and enjoy it. So something you guys did that we're both very intrigued about was this Palma food tour.
Yeah.
What the hell was that? That looked so cool.
That's something we found on TikTok.
Didn't
And
even
they
know
don't
that
even have a big
existed.
TikTok.
They don't.
No.
So to be honest, we knew that there was like something in Palma that you can go around restaurants, but I think the years before the focus changes, doesn't it? Like before it was a party and stuff, so we're looking. We get loads of people
More for
coming.
experiences outside. We
Yeah.
want to take the people that book inside Palma Nova and Magaluf outside of Palma, because a lot of the time you stay in the resort for the whole week, which
You're
is
not-
great. You'll have an amazing time, but you'll have an even better time if you go and see the island a little
Absolutely.
bit.
And with
Yeah,
the
of
food tour, it's what's the word? You do it yourself.
Yeah, it's a self-guided one.
Self-guided one.
Oh,
They send you
self-guided.
the map the night before. Then you go to Palma. They'll show you. They'll tell you on the map your first restaurant. You'll go in, and then to go to the next restaurants, there's stops in between the restaurants.
Do you have a time that you've got to complete it within?
So each restaurant an hour.
Okay.
You have 4 hours to do
4 hours to do
that. Is it 4 hours?
Yeah. So 1 hour each restaurant.
Arrive on the hour.
Arrive on
So
the
what you have to do, you do have to time it a little bit, but you do have enough time. If you don't,
we
stop.
had-
we were just nattering.
Yeah.
To the people next to us, we got carried away, didn't we?
We got carried
we were
away.
Late.
And
We were late.
the last one we were like, oh my God.
Because I remember seeing that in your video, you went, oh, we're late. And I thought, God, have you got to...
No, we were chatting. So your friend who was
Kate.
there, Kate left with her mum and dad, and then we were there 20 minutes after, and I'm looking at the time like...
Yeah, because the organiser came.
Yeah, the organiser came to meet us.
See us.
But then you get to go, so like from the first one to the next one, what did we see the first time? It was like the buildings. You get to
so
see
this
Palma.
historical, this in between. So basically, give you a map on the phone,
Yep.
and you click your locations. It shows you where you are. You go to the first restaurant, which is just off La Rambla.
Yep.
Cantina Panza.
That's
if I
right.
remember.
Oh, yes.
I remember
Lovely.
that.
It was so
Number
good.
2, on the way, you're going to go through the back street, so you're getting all these photo opportunities. You will love it.
I've lived here for like 20 years,
Something years. Mm-hmm.
and never had I seen that plaza like where you guys were.
yeah.
It was so beautiful.
Us as well.
Literally so stunning. And then there's like historical...
This is
like,
why we were getting lost, and because we were getting lost, even though we had a map. But you were taking all these photos in front of these amazing places, and that's why
you're like,
that's why we were
guys.
late.
But it was honestly one of the best things I've done. It was also nice for me and you to just... do you know what I mean? It's something different. The kids were at school. It was from like 1 till 5.
These are restaurants that you would go to Palma and you'd walk past every
them.
single one.
Right.
Oh yeah,
because
for sure.
they're not overbearing. They're not like massive signs or anything. It's
And we get people in Magaluf and Palma Nova in our shops come in and saying, I want to see Palma, I want a bit of tapas. Like,
Yeah,
what, should I
what
do?
would
Where
you
can I
recommend
go?
them to do?
The food tour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because you get to see Palma, you get to see things that you wouldn't see before. Even
Yeah.
if you went to Palma yourself,
Yeah.
you'd be like, oh, like we get stressed. Where do we eat? That told us where to eat, where to be, what time.
And did you have like a certain menu, or
Nope,
did they
they
say,
just
here's
choose-
the dish?
it's
It
a
was
set
just a
menu,
dish.
but if you have dietary requirements,
Okay, you
tell
tell
let
them.
us know, and then they'll adjust.
Yeah.
We are foodies.
We'll eat
Yeah.
We
anything.
eat anything.
Yeah.
So I think the first dish and the first, basically it's like a little starter, and then the 2 other restaurants are main courses, and the last one is a dessert.
So you had like what it was like in a shell to
In a
start
shell,
with,
and it was
had
octopus
because I remember
and-
you saying that.
She's fussy with fish.
I know that.
So I was kind of watching her to see her reactions.
Listen, I'm never going to be like that.
As much as doing I was trying to do the video as well. I'm like, right, we need to catch this because
Yeah, I literally tell my
this is probably the first one that we've done that we've
everything
not done before to do the video.
to do the videos. So it was
So that
quite
was
raw.
raw.
Interesting.
It was a raw one.
But it was everything was amazing. And
But do you feel like sometimes some business owners that have businesses in Palma Nova, they say to me like, oh, sometimes there's people, but they're not coming into the restaurant. Is this because some of the hotels are all inclusive and they're not coming out of the hotel?
think slowly but surely it's getting more and more expensive for families to go on holiday, especially let's say there's us 2 and 2 kids. Sometimes it's grands. So when they get all inclusive,
They spend all the money on
just
the
cheaper.
holiday itself.
Yeah.
We want to make the most of the all inclusive that's actually included. Maybe they got 1 or 2 times where they'll come out to the beach.
Yeah.
but most
The
of them,
restaurants, if you've already spent so much money on the hotel, the restaurants aren't cheap.
no,
Yeah.
But if they were cheap, they wouldn't be good.
that's it.
I know it's that finding
So-
the balance.
so-
isn't
But
it?
9 out of 10 times the people we
We're
talk
actually
to,
doing something to get them out. of
we
there,
are.
aren't we?
But 9 out of 10 times when we speak to them, they're like, I wish I left 2 days in. Not left the hotel, but came out and tried the food.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, this brings us on to our next
That's
big
quite-
venture.
Next
I weren't even going to mention it, but
But it fits in
we,
well.
we are working on a wristband, and it's called the Vibe Pass.
Oh, cool.
And it's just going to go hand in hand with what we're doing online.
Yeah.
And essentially, it's a discount wristband for families
Yep.
or anyone really. We've got loads of local discounts that we would get and that we're passing on to the customer.
Oh, that's so
So essentially,
nice.
they buy this wristband. It's going to be reasonably priced, and ideally, what it would mean is they would see the places that they're going to get a little bit of money off, and it's not just going to be restaurants. It'll be restaurants, bars,
Beauty.
salons,
Interesting. That's good.
rentals,
Yep.
tattoo places.
Tattoo places. Basically anything that you're coming to Mallorca to do. And for a family, let's say you get 10% off a restaurant. If it's a family of 4 or 5,
That's a lot of
that's
money.
a lot of money.
Yeah, for sure.
And also, I think it's getting the people out the hotel.
Yeah.
An
Getting them-
incentive.
it's an incentive, and you're going. And again, if it's a big group of hens,
Yeah.
10 of them, and they need a blow dry last minute, 10%.
I wondered who you went. You were going with.
I know when you said that, it's like,
Don't say that.
Not on the podcast. No, but do you know what I mean? 10%.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
a
it's
fiver
a
a
lot.
lot to drink.
what salon do you recommend in like Palma Nova, Magaluf area? What salons is it?
Listen,
You're a
I
hopper.
like all of them. I am a hopper. Like, for example, I would go to Gemini
Yeah.
for my haircut or a blow dry.
Yeah.
But I'd go to Katie's as well when if
Yeah.
I need a blow dry. Do you know what I mean? Jess
Yeah.
does my hair at Katie's. Nikki does it at Gemini. Then in
Son Calio.
Salon Caliu, you've got Glow, where you've got your sunbeds.
Of course,
Blow dry there.
Blow dry. Now they're doing blow dries.
That's right.
It's kind of the only kind of place that I know that does sunbeds and
Yeah, true.
sprays.
You have
See,
your nails done there.
Oh, I do. I
You get
my
your nails, and also you get your eyebrows, your lashes.
You've got all them actually, because you just reminded me. And if I don't say this, and my daughter watches this, she's gonna yell at me. But her mum does nails at Glow, and she does my nails.
Oh,
She's my stepdaughter,
Oh,
Cassie. Yeah, so she does my
Cassie
nails.
does mine as well.
So polish my Cassie.
I know, but actually, Glow's actually a really perfect place
It's
for like girls to kind of get ready and glam.
Yep.
'Cause they've got the
Yeah.
space as well.
And if you're not here for a mad party holiday
And you want
can go
to do
next door,
Pilates.
do Pilates.
You can be Pilates princesses
Instead of you can be Pilates princesses in the morning and then go wild in the evening.
and then
do you know
party
what I mean?
devils at night.
Yeah, there you go. But I
I
couldn't
love it.
just choose one. Do you know what I mean? Because I hop to all of them and they're all
Yeah.
amazing. And you know what? I think they all work hard and they've all got. In Mallorca, this is what we were saying. When we sell experience, they're all the same prices and it's the same with the salons. You're not going somewhere and it's more
Yeah.
expensive than the other.
Yeah.
It's quite. What's that? It's quite
Fair.
because they're all the same.
Yeah, that's
for me.
nice. Oh, that's exciting. I'm so excited for you guys for
That'll
this
be
year.
a good
For this
one.
It's going to be a full summer. I actually read this morning on the Mallorca Daily Bulletin. It came up and it said that was it Soyer? No, where's that place? Dea. Mm-hmm. Where is it we go for? There was there was a town. No, I think it might have been
Tell me
Soyer.
what we go for. I'll tell you.
Well, no, because I was like, oh wow, no, we go for we went there with like my grandma,
Valldemossa.
Valldemossa.
There you
go. Wow.
There you go.
Love
It said
Valldemossa.
that in Valldemossa, they've experienced August crowds in February already.
Really?
Yeah. So I will look it up.
One of the
because
girls
I
who
was-
works for us lives in Valldemossa, and she lives in one of these houses where, do you know, in Valldemossa you're on the street but there's no path,
Yes.
so you're kind of walking through the streets
Yeah.
and the doors are just there.
Correct.
She's like, in summer, people just not looking to
her
her
house.
house while she's
Doors
just
open.
watching telly,
Yeah.
and a few times people just walked in as if like it's part of the tour.
Brilliant.
No, it's
Imagine.
not. Sorry.
It's not. Don't comment nice.
I'll rejig what I said. Soyer sees August-like crowds in February.
Perfect.
So, yeah.
So
You know what?
Soyer.
They need it because I think not that they need it, but it's good for them because
Yeah.
in summer
They had a bit of a flop last
did.
year.
Did
I
they?
think a lot of the restaurants were closing early, and the problem is for businesses here, it's not easy because the way that things are set up for us as a business owner, we have to pay for we pay the social security for our staff.
Yeah.
And the taxes, and it's a
hard.
pain in the UK. You are liable for your own taxes.
Exactly.
So for us, it's a bit weird.
Yeah.
So it also affects the way that the businesses run because
Yeah.
you can only do a set amount of hours in the week, and overtime's a bit of a nightmare getting organised on the nomina and all this
Correct.
stuff. So sometimes for the restaurants, they go, okay, we're not going to do the breakfast, or they go, we're not going to do the evenings.
Yeah.
So a lot of these restaurants that could be making a lot more revenue, they're forced to close because of the way that the contracts are structured.
Yeah.
yeah.
And we feel it as well on ours.
Here it says Sawyer saw summer-like crowds this February with streets in the plaza packed with tourists, slowing traffic and frustrating locals.
See, that's the problem with Soyer is because you've got to go through the tunnel, the volume of traffic. Because the infrastructure here, they've not moved with the times with it, but it's hard also because
How are they
where are
gonna
you
do
going to
that?
put it?
Yeah.
You know, how can you expand the roads? You can't.
As much as some of them
know,
might be
so it's-
annoyed that it's a bit overcrowded and they have to sit in a car for maybe 30 seconds more than normal, they bring the money. They like Dave was saying, they bring the restaurant's a little bit fuller, and
Yeah.
I feel like 80% of the locals are probably buzzing with that, and then there's the 20% which
The
is
people that are in hospitality who own the business are probably happy.
probably
Yeah.
buzzing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
For the
But
people that live
I
there.
think this year's there's going to be more Americans coming.
Definitely.
We've seen that massive change in the
What was
sort
last
of
year?
people that are coming.
We had a big. It was
USSR Gerald Ford.
Oh yeah, the aircraft carrier.
Yeah,
That's
thousands
right.
of Navy.
came.
Yeah.
But the Americans in general, they're flooding the island
Yeah.
But
everywhere.
that's because of the direct flights from
Yeah.
New York to here, and they've upped the numbers of.
They're a tough sale.
Yeah.
They are a tough
are
sale.
they?
They will,
Are they like, oh, I don't know about that day?
yeah.
They're like,
They
I
want-
don't know.
Oh, Dave.
They
I
want
don't
all the
think so.
information. Okay, let's think about it. I'm like, what?
You're like,
See, it's funny because we get the flip side of it. We get them coming in and they are so on point with our kind of
Concept. They want everything.
and
Yeah. Love it.
They love it. They cannot get enough.
they're like,
of
I'll
it.
just try like every matcha.
Oh my
Good.
God,
Okay.
you got this
Good.
and you got that, and they love it.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
absolutely soak it up. It's so funny, you know.
Yeah.
Also, I think Mallorca is like getting a really good name. Not that it needs a really good name for itself, but times are changing. Mallorca is on the map.
Yeah, they're
Like,
saying that Mallorca's like the kind
I'll
of
tell you,
place.
LG, what happened was when we first came to live here back in 2004, and we said, oh, we're moving to Mallorca. It was, you're moving to Mallorca. Because people's perception of it was
Magaluf.
beachfront Magaluf, party life. What are you thinking? Taking a teenage daughter there.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think people didn't realise that this island has got so much more to it.
We've not even
than what that-
experienced half the island.
Well, do you know
We've
the
been
only
here
reason?
7 years.
Do you know the only reason we experienced so much was because Lauren was part of a running club, and we got to see so much of the island. She played golf, so much more.
Yeah.
And when you go outside of Magaluf, Santa Ponza, Palma Nova,
There's
and you
so
see
much-
the island, you're like, wow, it is
So much
stunning.
more to the island.
You
Like
know,
even
there
when
is
we
so
went
much
to
there.
Salon.
You have to sort of get yourself into the different communities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
We kind of shelter ourselves a little bit somewhat.
We do.
Because we're there.
I think
with
it's because of
businesses
work.
there.
To be honest, it's work, Dave.
We do try and get out. But the beauty of it is as well, the fact that it's not so familiar to us means that whenever we step out of the southwest, we're on holiday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's
I
great
know,
for us.
I
We
know.
absolutely love it. And the video you'll see, we were just buzzing the whole way through with the food tour, even just in Palma. And we do go Palma a lot.
All the time.
But
not that
it's an
way.
adventure every time we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We will definitely, of course, link all of what we're talking about down below so that you can check out this power couple duo and check out Vibe Mallorca. Thank you so much for
Oh,
coming
thank you
on,
guys
for
explaining
having us.
everything.
That was so much fun.
I know, see? It was just a little
We're nervous
convo.
for no
Chit-chat.
reason.
Chit-chat.
And we can do that.
No, but thank you so much. And you have to come for your breakfast at Coco's.
That
100%.
breakfast burrito.
It's waiting for you.
Pending.
100%. 100%.
Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you, guys.
As I said below, I will link everything about LJ and Dave, Vibe Mallorca. Check them out. It is absolutely, it's an amazing way just to find out about the
Just so
island
good.
experiences.
So much info.
So thank you so much, guys, for joining another episode, and we'll see you at the next one.
Bye, guys.
Adios.
Done.
Adeo. Adeo.
That was
Adeo.
sick.
I know.